So there's something pretty interesting that happened to me today, as well as one of my clients that I wanted to share with you guys. Um, so when I woke up this morning, I knew I had an opportunity in front of me that I really wanted to take advantage of. I was really excited. I worked really hard on this project that I was working on, and then I was supposed to call someone I was working with at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for whatever reason, I got that mixed up, and I ended up calling her an hour later than I was, or half an hour later than I was supposed to. And I was just completely devastated by it because I lost a lot of money because of it. I'd let down a lot of people that were depending on me because of it, and I was just crushed. Because this woman was just so pissed off that she didn't even want to talk to me because I was half an hour late. Um, and what happened was all these ideas started running through my head that I'm super duper familiar with, ones I've done a lot of work on. Like, oh my God, why even bother? I'm never going to get what I want. I'm never going to succeed. Why even try? This shit is hopeless. Why bother? And that's kind of like a narrative that's been running in my head for almost as long as I can remember. And so I ended up getting really frustrated, thinking like, shit, when am I ever going to get over this? Am I really just going to like live with this for the rest of my life? And it was funny because I got on a call with my client today to help her figure some stuff out. And turns out that she's kind of running the same idea in her head. And what I figured out by coaching her is that the narratives never really change. You keep thinking the same thoughts and you keep feeling the same feelings, but your relationship to them changes. The degree to which they throw you off course changes. And your circumstances change. Because what happens is, there's this idea of like core wounds, and if you're unfamiliar with that, basically what a core wound is like that thing that really got under your skin first, for some people it's like I'm stupid, for other people it's the world isn't fair, whatever it is, that first big blow to your ego that happened, that tends to stick with us and is like a prime narrative for the rest of our lives. And mine is, I'm never going to get what I want, so I shouldn't even ask. And anything I care about is going to get taken away from me. Those are all ideas I got when my dad passed away when I was a kid. And so those are all the shit running through my head. And what I realized is that I've come a long way. I've grown a lot. My client that I was on the phone with, she's grown a lot. She's come a long way. And so it's not really about changing the narratives in your head so much. An element of it is, like reprogramming yourself with positive thoughts and all that is absolutely mandatory. But when it comes to the uncomfortable, quote-unquote negative ones, they're not really ever going to go anywhere. They're going to stay there. They're just going to cause you less and less problems, and you're going to relate to them a little bit differently. And the most important thing is that your circumstances are going to change. So last year when I was feeling these things, the same feelings, I wasn't doing nearly as good as I am now. My car had just gotten lit on fire. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a job. I was really sick. And so me thinking that, shit was hopeless was literally about my survival, But now me thinking shit is homeless is like, oh, all this extra money I could have had, I suddenly don't have. And I'm sitting here thinking I haven't grown. I'm sitting here thinking that nothing has changed. But the reality is, the situation is my life is vastly different and incredibly better than it was just a year ago. And so if you have something that you're dealing with, like your core wound or whatever it is, this idea, this belief, this feeling that just won't fucking go away no matter how much work you do on it, I'm pretty much here to say it probably won't. And that's okay. Just take stock in how far you've gotten. If you ever find yourself in the grips of like your biggest fear, your ultimate worry, or whatever the fuck that is, it's fine. The narratives don't change. The thoughts, the feeling, the ideas, they don't really change. But your circumstances do, and it helps to take a look at that. Because it's so easy to feel like we're moving backwards, or like we're not growing, or like we should have had a grasp on this thing. Or whatever it is for you. It's probably different than it is for me. Maybe not. Who knows? But that's a very interesting thing for me to take a look at, is that these things, they kind of stay the same, and we just end up moving around them differently, and we relate to them differently. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking in circles now, so I think that's going to be it. So thank you for watching this. Again, I hope it's really helpful. I hope you get something out of this. And if you want clarification, if you want to talk more, if this strikes a chord for you and you're like, holy shit, I need to look into that, then like, please hit me up. Send me a message on Facebook. You can find me under Chris Orozco. I will talk to you for free in the beginning. First consultations, first conversations, always free. So please do not hesitate to reach out. I will help you figure out what's going on in your life without charging you. So let's hang out. Let's talk. Thanks. You're the best.